John traveled to Sweden and gasped when his prescription cost less than a coffee. He expected paperwork, endless waits, and surprise bills. Instead, he walked out with medicine, dignity intact. Back home, he told friends, but they laughed free. Impossible. America, proud of being advanced, never imagined that true development meant healthier people, not wealthier corporations. Maya boarded a Japanese bullet train. It was spotless, punctual, and faster than flying. She stared in awe as cities blurred by. Back home, her commute meant broken subways, delays, and exhaust fumes. "We're the richest country," she muttered. "So why does travel here feel like poverty?" For the first time, she realized wealth doesn't equal progress. Walking through Copenhagen, Tyler noticed kids biking safely, elders strolling on clean sidewalks, and no honking chaos. The city felt human-centered, not car-centered. Returning to his American suburb, he saw cracked pavements, dangerous crossings, and endless parking lots. For the first time, developed felt like a word America borrowed, not earned. In France, Emma watched children enjoy fresh bread, vegetables, and fruit for lunch. Teachers sat with them, discussing culture and kindness. No plastic trays, no vending machines. Back in America, she saw kids rush through pizza slices and soda. "We're told this is the best system in the world," she whispered. But the taste of truth lingered longer than the meal. Carlos got the flu in Germany. His boss insisted he stay home, reminding him sick leave was a right. A doctor's visit cost nothing. He rested, recovered, and returned without debt. In America, friends joked about working through pneumonia to keep jobs. Carlos realized here being human wasn't punished, it was protected. In Finland, Sarah entered a library that doubled as a community hub, free art classes, music rooms, even recording studios. Kids learned languages, seniors socialized, immigrants found support. Back home, her local library fought for funding, cutting hours weekly. For the first time, she wondered, maybe being developed wasn't about military budgets, but investing in shared spaces of hope. Anthony visited the Netherlands and marveled at streets safe for bikes, walkers, and trams. No potholes swallowed cars, no sidewalks ended abruptly. When he returned to his American city, he stepped into mud where the sidewalk stopped. He remembered children biking freely overseas and thought maybe freedom means the ability to move safely, not just to own a car. After a skiing accident in Canada, Jessica braced for debt. Instead, she received care without a bill. She cried not from pain, but from relief. Back home, she opened her mailbox to find $3,000 charges for a sprained ankle treated months earlier. That's when she realized in truly developed countries, healing wasn't a luxury, it was a guarantee. Lena toured a Norwegian prison and thought it was a college campus. Prisoners studied, worked, and cooked meals. Guards were mentors, not enemies. Rehabilitation felt real. Back in America, she saw overcrowded cells, violence, and endless punishment. She realized the difference. One country prepared people to rejoin society, the other profited from keeping them caged. While studying in South Korea, David streamed movies, gamed online, and video called his family, all for a fraction of his American internet bill. The speed was unimaginable. Returning home, he paid triple for lagging service. He muttered, "We call ourselves advanced," and realized America's monopoly-driven infrastructure was designed for profit, not progress. Maria had her baby in Denmark. Nurses visited her home, ensuring she had food, counseling, and help with breastfeeding. She was given a year of paid leave to bond with her child. In America, her cousin was back at work 2 weeks after birth, exhausted and broken. Maria finally saw the truth. Developed nations cared about beginnings, not just survival. In Switzerland, every household sorted waste meticulously: compost, glass, paper, metal. Streets gleamed, rivers sparkled. Jake noticed pride in shared cleanliness. Back home, trash overflowed dumpsters, recycling was optional, and oceans choked with plastic. He thought, maybe development isn't skyscrapers, it's respect for what sustains life. Nadia voted in New Zealand. It was quick, transparent, and stress-free. She saw teens informed, elders assisted, and ballots counted efficiently. Back in America, she watched friends wait hours in line, machines breaking. It's challenged. The world's oldest democracy, she whispered bitterly, but not the easiest one. In Luxembourg, Anna met a teacher who lived comfortably, traveled often, and felt valued. Education was a respected career. Back home, her brother, also a teacher, worked nights at a diner to cover rent. We say children are the future, she thought, but we don't even protect the people shaping them. Visiting Japan, Marcus saw his grandmother's peers treated with honor, affordable healthcare, accessible transport, and community centers alive with laughter. Back in America, he watched elders isolated in understaffed homes, forgotten and less profitable. For the first time, Marcus realized a society's strength isn't in its GDP, but in how it loves its oldest. In France, Lily's co-workers vanished at 5 p.m. Family dinners and leisure mattered. Vacations stretched weeks, not days. Productivity thrived without exhaustion. Back home, she was praised for staying late, her inbox never resting. She saw it clearly: in one place, work served life; in the other, life served work. Walking through Norway, Caleb filled his lungs with crisp, clean air. Mountains glowed, rivers sparkled, protected by strict environmental policies. Back in his American city, smog cloaked the skyline, asthma inhalers filled classrooms. We call pollution the price of progress, he thought, but maybe progress is breathing without pain. In Finland, Sophia asked about homelessness. Locals looked puzzled, then explained, "We give people homes first, then help." Back in Los Angeles, tents stretched for blocks, people criminalized for surviving without shelter. Sophia realized America's wealth wasn't proof of development; its refusal to share was proof of decline. In Iceland, Noah saw children climbing colorful play structures, safe in car-free zones. Parents sipped coffee, unafraid. Back home, playgrounds sat next to parking lots, fenced in for safety, some rusting from neglect. He thought, a nation that protects play protects possibility. Sophia strolled through a quiet Swiss town at midnight. Streets were lit, clean, and safe. Women walked alone without fear. Back home, friends carried keys between their fingers and apps to track each other. Freedom, she realized, isn't just speech, it's safety in your own streets. In Australia, Ahmed scheduled a same-day appointment, spent 20 minutes with a doctor, and left without a bill. Back in America, his friend waited months, saw a doctor for 7 rushed minutes, then owed hundreds. He thought, developed nations measure health in care, not in debt. While working in Denmark, Elena saw nearly half her paycheck go to taxes. She panicked until she noticed free healthcare, childcare, universities, and public transit. Back home, she kept more money but paid endlessly for every necessity. That's when she understood taxes weren't theft there. They were investment. In Italy, groceries overflowed with fresh produce at low prices. Farmers brought seasonal food daily. Families cooked together, eating well without breaking budgets. Back in America, cheap food meant processed bags, while fresh fruit cost luxury prices. We're told choice is freedom, she thought, but here, health is the freedom. In Germany, Oliver met students paying nothing for world-class universities. Some even received stipends to study. Back in America, his cousin owed 6 figures for a degree. We call ourselves free, Oliver thought, but debt is just another kind of chain. Clara waited in a Spanish train station, bright, safe, filled with shops and art. Trains ran on time, sleek and comfortable. Back home, she saw crumbling stations, delays, and endless car dependence. We build monuments to highways, she sighed, but not to people. In Italy, Marco's co-workers took long lunches together, real meals, not desk snacks. Offices closed, and life paused. Back home, Marco's colleagues ate sandwiches while typing, afraid to look unproductive. He realized, in developed nations, breaks weren't laziness, they were humanity. In Austria, teenagers engaged in politics at 16. They debated policies, joined campaigns, voted early. Democracy felt alive. Back home, American youth were told to wait their turn while politicians ignored their futures. Development, Marco thought, meant believing in the next generation. In Sweden, Maya noticed smooth ramps, elevators, and buses designed for accessibility. No one was left behind. Back home, her wheelchair-bound uncle struggled daily with broken elevators and impassable sidewalks. We measure freedom in guns, she thought, but what about the freedom to simply move? Chad in Canada broke his arm. The nurse patched him up, smiled, and waved him out. He panicked. Wait, don't you need my credit card? My mortgage info? My firstborn? The nurse blinked. No, you're free to go. Chad sprinted away, convinced Interpol was coming to arrest him for healthcare theft. Ashley boarded a German train. It left on time. She almost fainted. It arrived on time. She called her mum. Something's wrong. Nobody's stuck on the tracks and nobody screamed over the intercom. Back in America, her train was cancelled because the sun was too shiny. Brian in Japan saw eggs for $1, sushi cheaper than fast food, and vegetables so fresh they winked at him. He wept into his basket. Back home, kale cost $12, and milk needed a small loan. Maybe America's economy is just a prank show, he muttered. Samantha's French co-workers forced her to take a month-long paid vacation. She thought it was a setup. Will my desk be gone? Will HR fire me? They laughed. No, we want you to rest. Back home, she requested 1 week off. Her boss replied, bold of you to think you deserve joy. Tyler in South Korea found a spotless, free public restroom with soap, toilet paper, and no graffiti anatomy. He FaceTimed his American friends in shock. Back home, he paid $7 at Starbucks just to pee plus a tip jar.